Blake Griffin coming in at number 10, Darren Williams, Derrick Rose, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant at 6, and then in the top 5, Dirk Nowitzki, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I apologize. I need to go to the doctor. I apologize.
You are seeing this correctly.
Is this list correct?
This
Kobe Bryant is at number 7.
And LeBron James is the number 1. The best
Don't
player,
say those words on TV.
The best player in the NBA, according to the ESPN.com ranking.
Oh, God.
Is LeBron the best player in the NBA?
I'm as close to speechless as I've ever been.
At least you guys agree, sort of.
So I'm going to quote a dear friend sitting across from me. This is egregious. This is flagrant. This is unconscionable. This is unconstitutional. This is a sign that the apocalypse is upon us.
Preach on.
I fear earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes and famine and pestilence because Prince James is number 1. Are you kidding me, Stephen A. Smith? I think I've even convinced you that this is so wrong in so many ways.
No, you didn't. You never convinced me of anything. But LeBron James did. The LeBron James that I saw during the NBA Finals, I'm going to repeat this, 4 straight fourth quarters, 2 points or less. Forget egregious, pathetic, abominable, embarrassing. The list goes on and on.
Ask the 9,
ask the 10, ask the 11, ask the 12. This is what it was. And then let me tell you something right now. I look at LeBron James as a talent. Let me be clear about this because this is a very important distinction.
Okay.
As a talent, LeBron James is the best in the world as far as I'm concerned. But last time I checked, that little extra something inside your chest that the Tin Man doesn't have, that's last time I checked, that has something to do with your value. And when you come up smaller than mini-me in the fourth quarter of 4 consecutive games in the NBA Finals, you can't possibly be considered the number 1 player in the game. And I'll add this last point. Champions, because a lot of people are getting on me because I brought this up last week and all of this stuff. I'm going to repeat myself, and I hope America's watching. Even Skip Bayless agrees with me on this one.
No, wait. You agree with me on this.
Joker, stop it. I'm talking. The point is this. Champions sacrifice something, and they don't want to be celebrated for something else other than their titles. And more importantly, nothing offends champions more than those who are celebrated or who celebrate themselves when they have no rings to show for it. LeBron James is a beautiful person. He's a great ambassador. He's a great guy. He's the number 1 talent in the world. But this is lacking, and his willingness to celebrate something he has never achieved, which is being number 1, is egregious. He has no business being number 1 on this list.
And
Zero.
I've been trying to explain that to you for 7 long years.
Well, you were wrong then.
And
you only was
left.
right.
Oh, now.
It was in the finals. Before the finals, it wasn't justified. It wasn't justified. It is now.
Clearly, let me speak to some basketball points for you to
Really?
educate. Yes.
Really?
Okay. Clearly, the number 1 ranked player cannot disappear in fourth quarters. The chosen one, as he's called, cannot become the frozen one.
Okay.
The number 1 ranked player must have what I call the clutch gene. Right. You got to write down clutch gene. It's G-E-N-E, not J-E-A-N.
I got it. Keep going.
All right.
Keep going.
The number 1 ranked player cannot jack up nearly 300 threes per season.
I'm not going off of that. You're not getting that one.
I'm going off it.
Next point.
Okay, the number 1 ranked player must shoot at least 80% from the free throw line, and he does not. Okay, you got me on that one?
So 4 or 5.
Okay.
So 4 or 5.
And I'm not saying this is an absolute necessity because we're going to reveal our top 5 a little later. And I thought about Kevin Durant as my number 1 overall player, and clearly he has no rings. But this player is entering his 9th season in professional basketball. 9th, 9. N-I-N-E. You got that one?
Yes, I just rolled the number 9.
Yeah.
9 with the T.
And clearly he has 0 rings. 0 rings. So you could write that one down.
Well, like I said.
And I will agree with you on one point here. He is the most talented overall player in basketball.
No question.
I agree with that.
Should he be top 10 on this in the list?
I would listen. Because of his greatness, pure greatness, it's insulting to not put him in the top 10. There's no question that he's top 10.
I got him in my second 5.
Listen, there's no question that he's top 10. But when you talk about that top 5, it's not just your talent. It's that extra stuff. Let me tell you something right now. whether you have Carmelo Anthony in the top 5 or not, and we'll debate that later on in the show because we will.
Talk about that.
What I'm trying to say is that when you have a penchant for producing in big moments like he does, it's hard to ignore.
Or
you
not.
see that?
Or
He
not.
doesn't have, I'm saying he doesn't have any rings.
Yeah.
Carmelo doesn't have any rings, but we've never looked at him and went like this. He folded when the pressure was on. We're saying that about LeBron now. That's bad. That's very bad.
So the other issue I have with this list is Carmelo Anthony does have the clutch gene.
And is not in the top 10.
He's not even in the top 10. Blake Griffin is number 10. Are you kidding me?
That's embarrassing.
Carmelo is 12.
That's embarrassing.
I got Carmelo in my top 5, which we will reveal.
That's embarrassing.
On the Kobe level, because when you looked at Kobe and where Kobe was as well.
Carmelo's not on the Kobe level, but only because of rings.
I'll buy that.
Only because of rings. That's it.
Right.
But when you look at his game, I'm telling you this right now. I was one of the biggest proponents of Carmelo Anthony coming to New York, and I will never wave, even though I don't want him giving up 40 points to anybody, because somebody could score 40 on them, just like he could score 40 on them. But when the money is on the line, they gave Amari Stoudemire $100 million. I looked Amari Stoudemire dead in the face, who I love dearly. Amari Stoudemire is a great guy. I looked at him and said, damn it, don't you look for that ball in the closing moments. Yeah. You get that ball to Melo, and you move out the way. Know your place. Melo is money. Money.
Got it.
That is not LeBron.
And
that is not LeBron.
Just as I really like LeBron off the court, I love Chris Paul off the court.
Yep.
He does not belong. What is he, 4th on the list?
I think he's 3 or 4.
Well, I mean, it's just
great point guard.
He's not a top 5 player.
Great point guard, but not top 5.
Really?
Great point guard, but not top 5.
Okay, and then you mentioned Kobe. Kobe's at 7.
Yeah.
And his performance against the Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs was egregious. Wouldn't you agree?
I was there up close.
On the Kobe scale.
It's just hard because I saw so many other guys, and you know what? It was like a bunch of. How can I say this respectfully? It was literally like a bunch of cockroaches running away from food. That's how bad the Lakers were. I mean, think about
you
that
just
analogy.
Called the Lakers cockroaches.
No. I'm not calling them. I'm not calling them cockroaches. I'm saying it was like a bunch of cockroaches running away from the food. It was like, you're the 2-time world champions. You didn't lose. You got beat down. You got pimp slapped. It was embarrassing.
You did.
And all I'm trying to say is this: Kobe's a part of that. But at the same time, when you're a star and you've done it and you're listening to Phil and you're trying to do things and you just have no help. Lamar didn't show up.
Oh, so it's everybody else's
didn't show up.
fault.
Pau Gasol didn't show up.
Did you recognize?
Did Kobe show up enough?
Yeah, who was that guy wearing Kobe's jersey?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to y'all is this. Dallas, to be, I can't explain this, to be at courtside and to watch them rain threes. I mean, the threes were just coming from everywhere. It was like, my God, this is like, it's an onslaught. It was unbelievable to watch.
So no matter what Kobe did, it wouldn't
There
matter.
have been times, no, it would not have mattered. He had no shot.
So
they
you have a
still
hard
got
time
beat
knocking
down.
him for it.
I have a hard time knocking him for that. I really, really do.
Just on legacy and rings, I will agree with you. Kobe belongs in the top 5.
Okay.
Top 5.
I got him in the top 5.
Is there anything you liked on the list?
How about top 2?
We'll debate that later.
Oh, my God.
Did you like anything on the list? I mean, because you guys, you pretty much
just
knocked
to
down
finish
all
this
the
off. Last point.
You remember my name? What you call me? You call me Stephen Naismith.
Naismith is in.
I mean, look at the top 5. I believe you knocked everybody on there as far as order, other than maybe Derrick Rose.
You need to listen to me and learn. Take notes, lessons, get schooled.
Okay.
You can both.
All I know is, bottom line, the top 2 players on this list both disappear in big games, and they ain't in my top 5.